I mean, I'm like really nervous. My mouth is really dry. It's like, ah! Anyways, back to like being like serious, because this is serious stuff. You need to go to iwillvote.com to make a plan to get it done early, and you can take your friends, your mom, your aunt, your neighbor, your grandma, your cousin, you know, that person that you don't really like, but you know their vote counts. And you know you have as much power as any billionaire when you vote. You have as much as it. So, the one thing I really like about all of this is I like making history. Do you like making history? And I want to introduce another woman that is making history. We like to call it her story. Because, you know, it's important not just to vote for the president. It's important to know who you're voting for up and down the ballot. Like we got a crew. We got a clique. We all run together. We need to vote for the right senates, right? So that they can appoint the right people. So that they can make sure we're all okay. And this lady, you have an opportunity to make her story, not by only electing Hillary, but by electing Catherine Cortez Masto. That's right. Listen, she is the first Latina to ever serve in the United States Senate. That's right. And also, we need to make sure that Hillary has a team backing up her in Washington. This is why this is just important to elect her. And she has taken on already one of the toughest fights here in Nevada, and that's why she will be fighting for you to protect women's rights and workers' rights. Please welcome Catherine.
Thank you so much. Oh. Stay here because we want to thank Katy for coming to Las Vegas again and getting out the vote, right? Oh, no, she did an incredible job. Let me just say, I couldn't say it any better because that's what's at stake, right? Fighting for our education. We don't want to have to mortgage our future just to get an education. Isn't that correct? Right? And I'll tell you what, I don't want some people in Washington tell me what I should or can and can't do with my body and my personal health care, right? And I'll tell you what else. I have an opponent that I'm running against who is a climate change denier. I don't know about you, but I believe the science, and we need to protect our public lands and our environment for the future, right? And we need to ensure we have equality and tear down discrimination for all, because we should all be free to love and choose and work and live wherever we want to. And that's what's at stake in this election. Let me tell you, this seat for the United States Senate is the pathway for the Democrats to take back the majority in the Senate, a majority that's going to decide for decades to come who sits on the United States Supreme Court. And that's important. That's important because how many of you have heard of Citizens United? We need to overturn Citizens United. That is all the dark money that's coming into this state and across this country to buy the election for corporate elites. Right now in this race in Nevada, the Koch brothers are here. This is their #1 target. You know how much money they're spending? Almost $30 million to buy this election for my opponent, Congressman Heck. Because they're corporate polluters. They want to protect their corporations and big tax breaks. They want to continue to give unnecessary subsidies to big oil. We need to stop that, and we need to make sure that we give Hillary a Congress and a Senate that she can work with to get things done. And that's why we're here today. So again, I am Catherine Cortez Masto. This is my home. I'm wearing Rebel Red. I am second generation. And like all of you, my grandfather, listen, he came from Chihuahua, Mexico. He came to this country so that he could fight for his family, have a good job, work hard, and make sure his kids had every opportunity to succeed. And that's why my sister and I are the first in our family to graduate from college right here in Nevada. So I'll tell you what, are you ready to help me and Katy turn this state blue? Let's make it happen. And now I want to ask Kendra to come back up for quickly. You want to take it?
Oh yeah, Kendra, this is going to be her first chance to vote ever. Because you're 19, correct? 19. She's 19. She's fresh fetus. That's right. So fresh. And guess what? She doesn't know. We are going to go to the polls right now. Are you ready to go to the polls? Kendra, do you think you've made your decision, or do you need more time?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, Kendra, we're going to the polls, and I hope you guys can go to the polls too early. Do not make any more excuses. This affects us. This affects your children and their children. It doesn't end here. It affects all of us for generations to come. So get out the vote for Hillary Clinton. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming out.
Hey folks, thank you so much for coming. This was amazing. If you are knocking on doors to help elect Hillary Clinton and Catherine Cortez Masto today, head on over to the packet checkout area. Thank you so much.
And all the Democrats. Up and down the ticket this year. There are so many ways for you to get involved, and we'd love to have you come through the door. We'd love to have you join the team, and we can't win this without you. We all know that we are stronger together. So please see an organizer and sign up for a shift today. We have a lot of work to do, and there is still so much at risk. We are so close to victory, but we need you. I'd like to leave you with one last remark. Okay, a few remarks. So my family, I'm from a very typical working class family. And since I can remember, since we moved to this country, my mom has been working 2 jobs to make ends meet. This election is important to me because growing up, my family always relied on public assistance like Medicare or food stamps to make ends meet and to get by month to month. And all of those services that so many families in America need are at risk in this election. This struggle that my family had and continues to have is shared by so many families here, and we can't let someone who is willing to just throw all of our progress out the window win and become the President of the United States. Do you agree? So now who's here to join us? All right, can I get a head count? Can I get everybody to raise your hand if you're canvassing today? Awesome. Awesome. Now anybody with their hands not raised, don't you wish you were part of the crowd? Don't you wish you were making history too? Canvassing is awesome and there's still time to get involved. So if you feel so inspired after my speech, or after Kendra's speech, or after Catherine Cortez Masto's speech, or after Katy Perry's speech, I hope that you all feel so inspired that you take the initiative and join our team. We need so much help, and there's only 17 days left. So I'm sure that every single person in this area can find 1 or 2 hours within the next 17 days to join us and help us in making history. Now next time you turn on the news and you hear something from the other side that you don't like, more negativity, more hate, think about the words of the great Michelle White. Don't get mad, get to work. Join us. Now if you're interested in joining us today, please take out your phones and text the word PLAN, P-L-A-N, to 47246. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to join a fellow UNLV rebel, Kendra Patterson, to the stage.
All right, hello everyone. I am Kendra Patterson. I'm a second-year philosophy and political science student here at UNLV. In addition to that, I am also serving as the president of the Black Student Organization on campus here on the Rebel. Now, before I begin, I would like to welcome Katy Perry, and Catherine Cortez Masto to our lovely campus. I would also like to thank the Hillary Clinton campaign for hosting this rally right here. Now I know that many of you have been following this election from the primaries until now in the general election. Now it is the time for you to show action. We are here in this country and we are the future of this country. When it comes to voting, it's our duty and it's your ability to enact social and just change in our communities. Your vote is your chance for your student voice to be heard.